Hey guys, it's Kendrick here. In today's video guys, I will talk about what are the tasks of a real estate virtual assistant for real estate investors and wholesalers. And before we jump into the video guys, please support the channel by hitting that subscribe button and don't forget to press the like button for more freelancing and work tips. Alright, let's get into it. As a real estate virtual assistant for an investor, your main task is to generate leads, and lead generation can be done through cold calling or SMS marketing or text blasting. So cold calling is a process of reaching out to homeowners or to property owners in the US to see if they are interested in selling their property. It can be a piece of land, mobile homes, residential properties, and many more. And if you want to see me do cold calling, I do have a video on my YouTube channel, and it's this one. I will put the link down below so you can just go ahead and watch it so you can have an idea on how to do cold calling or how the cold calling works. Take note guys, you will be calling homeowners for the first time, so you need to sound friendly. You need to assume that you're just talking to a friend or a neighbor. So your clients will provide you a script and will train you on how to start off a conversation, and based on my experience, I started to feel more confident by me doing my own research too, by watching my favorite real estate investors in the US. And the more you know, the more you will be able to effectively handle objections. And as time goes by, I noticed that I doesn't really need the script anymore, because once you master the script, you will also get to familiarize the call flow or how the call flow should work. And in cold calling guys, you need to build rapport. You need to build that connection in order for the homeowner to trust you and give all the details that you need. You just need to ask a few basic questions that will not take longer than 5 to 10 minutes. If it's in a perfect world, if you really find a motivated seller or homeowner, but sometimes it goes above and beyond that time frame. But that's totally fine guys, especially if it's a good lead or a hot lead. And one thing I learned about doing cold calling is that it's not like you're working in a customer service or a tech support department. Here you don't have to follow any AHT or what we call average handling time in call centers, because once again here you need to build relation, and building relation is really not easy, especially if you're calling or reaching out to homeowners who doesn't really expect your phone call. So you need to get the property condition, timeline for selling, asking price, and the most important thing is their motivation for selling. For property condition guys, you need to ask if there is any renovations or updates done in the last 5 years or so, especially with the kitchen and the bathrooms. And with my former clients, we also ask what is the condition of the HVAC or the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, and how old the roof is, because these are the things or the main parts that can really add value to the property. So a homeowner's timeline for selling is also asked to determine how soon they are looking to sell their property, and this will give your client an idea on how motivated the homeowner is or how often they need to do a follow-up, especially if the client or the lead is still undecided when they are going to sell the property. It might take a couple of weeks or it might take a couple of months, so we need to do a consistent follow-up. Knowing the asking price will also help you qualify if the homeowner is in a rush or in a pain, or just wants the top dollar for their property. You can use Zillow and Redfin for you to do basic comps or comparables to the nearby houses that has been sold recently in the area. And also this will give you an idea on what's the property's worth when it's all fixed up, because Zillow and Redfin has the data and the estimated prices on properties. I will try to do a short video tutorial on how you can use Zillow and Redfin so you can have an idea on how to do basic comping. But doing comps is not really part of a task of a real estate virtual assistant for an investor or wholesaler, because usually it's part of the task of an acquisition team or your client before they give out offers to the homeowners. So here on the last part, the motivation. This is the most important question of all. Why are you looking to sell the property? This will help you as a real estate virtual assistant to qualify if the homeowner is a hot, warm, or a cold lead. So hot leads are distressed properties, or the owner might be in pain. These are the property owners who have a strong motivation for selling, and they might be going through something like financially or just gone through a divorce, or they can also be just tired landlords who doesn't want to deal or maintain the property anymore, and any other things that made them to decide to sell as soon as possible and below the estimated price. Warm leads are the property owners who said that they are looking to sell the property but not anytime sooner. They might have plans to downsize or upsize or just to move out to a different location. These are the property owners, or these are the leads that your partner or your client needs to do a follow-up from time to time to see how they have been doing or how soon they will be ready to sell their property. They might also be undecided with their asking price or still checking or considering other offers. For cold leads, guys, these are the leads that is not that motivated or doesn't have a strong motivation for selling at all. And most of the time, they just want to hear an offer for them to know what's their property's worth, or their asking price is way above the estimated worth of the property. And in cases like this, we usually suggest the homeowner or the lead to just list their property with a realtor or an agent for them to have more control with the price. But they have to go through a lot of processes before the listing agent can put it up to the market. And we'll never know what's in the future, so we still need to get all the details and do follow-ups. But cold leads are on the lowest priority, and sometimes you don't actually do follow-ups with cold leads at all. But it still depends, you know. It's basically the same with cold calling. The only difference is you need to ask all the details through text messaging. So you need to go back and forth to the seller in order for the seller to give you all the details of the property that you need. And in US, there's a lot of tools for investors or wholesalers for them to do SMS marketing or text blasting. And in my experience, I was able to use the tool called Batch Leads for me to do text messaging or text blasting. But I got some real estate virtual assistant friends who are using REI Reply. And same goes with cold calling. There's a lot of dialers, a lot of brands, but they do have the same functionalities. And in my experience, I was able to use batch dialer and call tools. And lastly, for appointment setting, guys, once you're done gathering all the details that you need to set up an appointment for the acquisition team or for the client to get to a phone call with the homeowner for them to talk about the offer and for the negotiations part. And just a disclaimer, guys, I know it's a bit late for a disclaimer, but these are all based on my experience. There might be some other tasks that can be assigned to you depending on your client's needs, but I'm pretty sure that you can handle everything. I actually learned how to calculate ARV, or the after repair value of a property, and do comparables by just watching my favorite real estate investors / wholesalers here on YouTube. And there might be some tasks that I wasn't able to explain or I missed on this video. So if you're a real estate virtual assistant like me, please leave a comment down. And if you're an aspiring real estate virtual assistant that have questions, you know what it is, get that question down to the comment section and I will answer them to the best of my knowledge. And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video for more freelancing and work tips. Good luck, guys. Peace.